U.S. military strikes Venezuela. President Maduro reportedly captured. In the early hours of January 3, 2026, the United States launched a major military operation against Venezuela, striking multiple targets inside the country and resulting in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, President Donald Trump announced. Overnight strikes and explosions in Caracas. Shortly after midnight, residents of Caracas reported explosions and low-flying aircraft, accompanied by flashes and smoke over several parts of the capital. The Federal Aviation Administration also temporarily banned U.S. commercial flights over Venezuelan airspace, citing ongoing military activity. ABC 7 Los Angeles. President Trump ordered strikes on sites inside Venezuela, including military facilities, as part of a large-scale strike that marked a significant escalation of U.S. actions in the region. Capture of Maduro and Cilia Flores. President Trump stated on social media that Nicolas Maduro and his wife had been captured and flown out of Venezuela as part of the operation. He described the mission as successful and said more details will be provided at a scheduled press conference. U.S. officials identified the U.S. Army's Delta Force, an elite special operations unit, as responsible for capture, which reportedly occurred early Saturday morning. Attorney General Pam Bondi later welcomed the capture, saying the couple would soon face the full wrath of American justice on narcoterrorism and other charges in U.S. courts. Venezuela's government responds. The Venezuelan government denounced the strikes as very serious military aggression and accused the United States of attacking both civilian and military sites across the capital Caracas and other states. Venezuela's leaders condemned the operation as a violation of national sovereignty and called on citizens to mobilize and protest. Reuters. Venezuelan Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez announced the deployment of national armed forces and warned against panic, while Vice President Delcy Rodriguez demanded proof of life and location for President Maduro. International and domestic reactions. The international community reacted swiftly to the developments. Russia and Iran condemned the U.S. strikes, calling them a violation of international law and a harmful escalation, and urged restraint and dialogue. European Union officials also called for respect for international legal norms as the situation unfolded. Within the United States, lawmakers offered mixed reactions, with some praising the decisive action, and others questioning the legality of the military operation, noting that no formal declaration of war or congressional authorization was issued before the strikes. Background and broader context. The strikes came after months of heightened U.S. pressure on the Maduro government, including maritime operations against alleged drug trafficking, the seizure of Venezuelan oil tankers, and diplomatic sanctions. President Trump and senior U.S. officials have repeatedly accused Maduro of corruption, narcoterrorism, and undermining democratic institutions, accusations that Maduro has vehemently denied. Uncertain aftermath. As reports continue to emerge, details about casualties, the exact scope of the strikes, and the future political situation in Venezuela remain unclear. International monitoring agencies and governments are watching closely as the region faces heightened geopolitical tensions following one of the most significant U.S. military actions in Latin America in decades.